In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your electronic throttle body in your Nissan Altima, located in the engine bay. Remove the engine cover using a 5mm hex head. Take off the 3 bolts. Pick the engine cover up and put it out of the way. Remove the hose off of the air inlet. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, loosen the clamp. Pull that up. You can remove the other clamp and remove the hose if you would like more space to do the job, but it is not required. There's a clip on the back side of the connector. Push that in and pull back to remove the connector. Remove the clamps off the coolant hoses going to the throttle body. Going to be very gentle with these pliers, being sure not to rip this rubber hose, but I'm just going to gently twist it back and forth. Try and break the corrosion and tension on the hose. Before you take the hose off, put something absorbent under it. And I also have a bolt that I'm going to be putting into the line to try and mitigate how much coolant comes out. Plug the line and leave it to the side. Do the same thing on the hose in the back. You can mark these hoses to make sure you don't mix them up when you're putting them back on. Remove the 4 bolts around the throttle body using an 8mm socket. Remove the throttle body using a pick to remove the gasket. Wipe this down. Install your new gasket. I installed 2 bolts into the throttle body to make it easier to line up the holes. Using an 8mm socket, start them by hand. Snug down the bolts. I like to do them in a cross pattern to make sure it seats square. Torque your bolts to 7 foot-pounds. in a cross fashion. Install the connector, push it until you hear a click. Install the throttle body hoses. Slide the clamps into place. Remove your absorbent mat. Install the air inlet hose. Once you have the air inlet installed, tighten down your hose clamps. Do the same thing on the top. This one has enough room to use a Phillips head screwdriver. Give it a wiggle, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Install the hose. And move the clamp back into place. Install the engine cover and put in your 3 bolts. And snug those down and have a great day. Once you're done with the job, go ahead and take your radiator cap off. Make sure it's cold before you do this. Top up your fluid. Make sure the overflow has good fluid in it. And then leave the car running for a little bit, like 10-15 minutes, and let the system bleed a little bit. Once you've bled the system, make sure you put the cap back on. After that, go ahead and make sure your level is good, and then you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.